Other plaintiffs, including his publicists, have brought a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times, essentially alleging them of libel.
Justin and Blake's stuff is, I think it's a big PR game.
Had there been these horrible things, and had there been these horrible text messages, had there been this horrible information.
In one breath, Blake Lively is saying she was the subject of serious during the filming of It Ends With Us, and now they're making light of it.
It ends with us in court. Blake Lively is suing her co-star and director Justin Baldoni, accusing him of on the set of the smash It Ends With Us and orchestrating a retaliatory smear campaign.
Tidal wave of rumors and reports has burst onto social media, igniting a massive stir across fan forums and gossip outlets alike in a dramatic twist that few saw coming. The buzz now centers on allegations that Marvel has introduced startling new evidence. In a courtroom setting, evidence that supposedly unmasks a series of lies attributed to Blake Lively, for an actor typically lauded for her engaging wit, polished image, and philanthropic endeavors, being linked to something as incendiary as these alleged receipts feels highly incongruous, yet the story has caught fire, capturing attention from all corners of the entertainment sphere. Fans, onlookers, and self-proclaimed insiders are all dissecting these surreal developments, attempting to piece together how Marvel, a juggernaut recognized for its tight-lipped approach and carefully managed public relations, ended up in a position to reveal shocking documentation that could undercut Liv's credibility. The rumor claims that Marvel has been embroiled in a secretive legal battle, according to unnamed sources now flooding the internet. Something transpired behind closed doors that pitted Lively, or those linked to her, against Marvel, while the precise nature of the conflict is still cloaked in a swirl of speculation. It appears to revolve around statements or claims. Lively may have made these claims, in turn apparently shaped certain negotiations or decisions. Now, if their rumors hold any validity, Marvel has arrived at a crucial juncture in the case, presenting what the rumor mill calls new receipts in court documentation, transcripts, perhaps even audio or video materials, that are poised to reveal that Lively's assertions were not merely inaccurate, but, as some sources would have it, outright falsehoods. Given the magnitude of Marvel's cultural reach, the idea that the company would take the extraordinary step of exposing a high-profile figure, deception in a legal arena, has fueled an unrelenting wave of coverage. Fans who've observed Lively's career express confusion. How could someone so seemingly open-handed and quick-witted become entangled in such a fiasco? Meanwhile, Marvel aficionados are concerned about how these allegations and the ensuing legal drama might affect the studio's tight schedule of cinematic rollouts, many of which hinge on top-tier talent-smooth negotiations and a meticulously controlled corporate environment. The puzzle intensifies as more rumored tidbits pile on, with no direct confirmation from Marvel or Lively's representatives. All of this arises in a climate where gossip flourishes with astonishing speed. I mean, honestly, the
way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
Phrase Marvel drops new receipts has evolved into a rallying cry for those convinced that something major is brewing behind the scenes. Social media channels overflow with commentary. Some users claim to know an industry insider who's glimpsed the so-called evidence, describing it as unassailable, and shocking. Others caution that sensational talk often fizzles once the real facts come to light, urging people to withhold judgment until official details emerge. Yet neutrality can be hard to maintain when the narrative involves a powerful studio that rarely airs dirty laundry and a beloved celebrity widely admired for her comedic flair and philanthropic spirit. One of the more perplexing elements of this rumor is the question of why Lively would find herself in direct conflict with Marvel at all. Her filmography, while broad, has not typically intersected with major Marvel productions. True fans once speculated about cameo opportunities or expansions into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but nothing conclusive ever materialized, no idly known disputes came to light, either at least not until these rumors of a shadowy legal battle sprang forth. Thus the notion that Lee Lively somehow made statements that impacted Marvel's business dealings or creative direction remains. Baffling, some theories suggests he was involved in behind-the-scenes negotiations on behalf of someone else, possibly her spouse Ryan Reynolds, or a friend, during a period when Marvel weighed crucial casting or story decisions. Others guess her alleged lies may revolve around philanthropic or contractual claims that inadvertently led Marvel to invest resources in a project that never materialized, with no confirmed details. The possibilities run wild. What makes the rumor especially compelling is the mention of new receipts in entertainment parlance. Receipts typically refer to undeniable proof screenshots, emails, legal documents, or other forms of evidence that can stand up to scrutiny. The rumor posits that Marvel, either frustrated or compelled by necessity, chose to lay these documents on the table during a recent court proceeding, effectively exposing Lively's earlier statements. If this scenario holds any truth, it suggests that negotiations behind closed doors broke down so thoroughly that Marvel saw no option but to become forthright in a legal setting. This is unusual for a studio known for carefully orchestrating its public image. The very idea that Marvel found it necessary to resort to a courtroom confrontation underscores the rumor's sensational edge. Naturally, in a digital environment, hungry for drama fans have latched onto every morsel. Some claim the receipts are so damning that Lively's reputation may sustain a significant blow. Others interpret the rumor differently, suggesting that the lies might be more akin to misunderstanding ings or half-truths that Marvel magnified to gain an advantage in court. A few observers even speculate that the entire affair might be an elaborate PR strategy, though that explanation seems far-fetched given how negative coverage could result. Typically, Marvel invests effort into controlling narratives around its brand. But I was
tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of both.
It's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
Corporate issues remain discreet. There's a suggestion that Marvel has openly showcased personal misrepresentations attributed to Lively runs counter to that norm, leading some watchers to wonder if the rumor might be pure fabrication. Still, the internet's swirling commentary shows no sign of calming, fueling the belief that something real must have sparked the headlines. Meanwhile, Blake Lively has not publicly addressed the rumor. Observers track her social media for clues, but she continues to post about family life, philanthropic interests, or comedic banter, as she ordinarily does. Fans loyal to Lively argue that if she truly faced a serious legal threat from Marvel, her demeanor might have shifted. Others report that many celebrities maintain a composed facade while dealing with crises behind the scenes. The result is a polarized debate, with some supporting Lively, wholeheartedly asserting her innocence or dismissing the rumor as baseless, while others pivot toward Marvel's perspective, contending that a corporation of that size wouldn't escalate tensions to a legal battlefield unless it had solid cause. Another layer emerges when considering Lively's relationship with Ryan Reynolds. His prominent involvement in Marvel through the Deadpool franchise has often led fans to perceive them as a package deal. The swirling rumor of Lively's so-called lies might or might not intersect with Reynolds' own career track, but many suspect a connection. Some imagine that Lively's alleged misrepresentations had to do with facilitating or hindering certain negotiations involving Reynolds. Others guess that she made broad statements about the direction of future projects, inadvertently stepping on Marvel's toes without direct evidence. These theories remain purely speculative, yet they resonate among fans used to seeing the couple as a public comedic duo, supporting each other's work. Curiously absent from the rumor is any direct mention of what the LIE specifically concerned. Did Lively claim Marvel promised her, or someone close to her, a creative role? Did she assert philanthropic or moral stances that clashed with the studio's real intentions? did she publicly share details about an upcoming Marvel storyline, thus breaching a confidentiality clause. The rumors' indefinite nature amplifies. The sense of intrigue observers piece together scraps of potential motives, but the puzzle lacks a unifying theme. Each new social media post teasing additional details only ignites further speculation, with participants building entire narratives around stray references or unsubstantiated claims. It's also notable that Marvel as an entity typically handles conflicts behind closed doors. The notion that it dropped new receipts in court suggests a scenario where the studio either had to defend itself from allegations, Lively made or sought to prove that her public or private statements caused tangible harm to Marvel's business or reputation.
Knew of the film before I knew of Colleen's book, which is, I know, a unique entry point, but I think because I just have 1,000 children, I, have missed all of pop culture, and her significant impact in the world of books. I mean, so many of her books are on the New York Times bestseller. I mean, it's crazy.
But if Marvel truly perceived Lively as shaving spread falsehoods, the question arises: how severe could these claims have been? A Star's commentary can carry weight, but it's rare that corporate behemoths like Marvel turn into a court of law unless the financial or brand implications are significant. This rumor implies that the stakes are high enough, that hush-hush settlements became impossible, leading to a dramatic unveiling of evidence. As the rumor has persisted, fans watch for signs that either Marvel or Lively's team might break their silence. Some watchers believe that if the rumor is factual, an official statement could be imminent, perhaps an announcement clarifying the outcome of the legal matter or refuting the allegations about Lively lies. Others bet that the rumor is exaggerated and no statement will surface, leaving the story to fade once a new piece of gossip captures public attention. That cyclical nature of internet buzz is well. Controversies erupt almost daily, only to vanish when overshadowed by the next big rumor, yet the fervor surrounding anything related to Marvel can give a flimsy story an extended lifespan, thanks to the brand's